Hello everybody, JD here from Dactile Gaming. Well, we're back in across a ditch. We've got some field work to do, so we're gonna go and get that done today. We're grabbing the Magnum. Got some stone picking to do. Because off screen I did as I said we were going to do. Went and grabbed the plow, and you'll see our money's up a little bit. All the trees that we took down, we got about just a little over 30,000. But now we got some rock picking to do here. Why are you not picking up stones? I lowered you. Oh, I forgot to lower you. That's what it is. Alright, let's just get on it. So we made one field into two, or two fields into one, sorry. A little backwards there. Slow that down a little bit. And again, yes, the stuff that we had bought for this playthrough is mostly the Lizard Colossus stuff with 25 foot or 25 meter working widths. I just didn't realize how small the fields actually were, but they won't be by the time we're done. I could switch these down to a 10 meter, but I think for now we'll just run 25. I've figured out the cruise control issues I was having. That's all fixed now. Everything seems to be working. I can set cruise controls without messing up something else from other mods, and yeah, it was interesting, but it took a little time. We got her figured. Spot this quickly. So, you gotta figure out what we're gonna plant. I haven't really looked at that. I've been basically contemplating. We'll end up leasing a header for the corn. Seeing what we can sell, what we can't. There is some stuff in the granary we could sell to get some money together, because we need to make some. I didn't get as much for the trees as I thought we were going to, but I was looking at the price of land. The price of land isn't too bad. So, you know, maybe it's worth it to buy another chunk of land. But first we gotta plant and get all that done, because I don't want to be without being able to seed and stuff without taking out a loan. You know, could we sell one of our trucks? Probably. I could sell the Kenworth, or maybe the International. I don't know. There are ways around it. You know, there is trees we can cut down and sell. Myself personally, I'm not much of a logger. I find it pretty time consuming and tedious. You know, I watch guys do it. Daggerwin, when he does the survival challenges and stuff, they do a lot of tree cutting, but it's not. When I watch somebody do it, it's not as boring and stuff. But when I do it, to me, I don't care for it. I'll be honest. So as you can see, doing this field as one field, or taking these two and making them one field, it made a huge difference. There's a lot of field here. You know, we still have to lime and fertilize. But I don't want to fertilize yet because I don't remember the cedar that we got got fertilizer on. I think it's got liquid fertilizer, but I'm not positive. I don't remember how I set it up. To be maybe 1 or 2. Just wanted to get this field somewhat ready. Like I said, we can go and get this field ready to rock and roll, figure what we're going to plant. I think, like I said, we're just going to lease a corn header. I'll have to drive down to the shop to pick it up, or maybe we'll just use store deliveries and pay the tax, so to speak. But with the size of the fields that can be made on here, the more I'm looking at it, the more I think it was 25 meters is a good stretch for most of this. They can go up in size if we get fields that are too big. You know, I am going to have to, when I buy fields and stuff, I am going to have to cut trees down. So there is a little bit of money that can be made there. It's not a ton of money, but it's enough. You know, like if we were to buy the next 2 fields, like I said in the beginning, and take those trees out, we'd probably get another maybe 10-12 grand, but we have 2 nice big fields plus the cornfield. But we'll look at that in a minute, because there's a field right beside the cornfield that might be worth picking up. I don't know if it's worth anything to sell these stones. Might be. Might have to put a sell anything somewhere so that we can sell the stones. But I do have to get a trailer and stuff first, because I don't have a trailer that will hold stones. I don't have I probably put the stones in that. I could probably put the stones into the silo, but I'm not going to do that. Now, This is the cornfield. It's not very big. But if we go to the map, here's our cornfield. It's not very big. All right, but we could extend that a little bit. This field, you know, 12 grand. Come on, farmland. This one, 10 grand. This one, 20 grand. This one, 20 grand. You know, for 40 grand, we could make a pretty big, one big massive field right here. But, you know, we've only got 93 grand. I still need some equipment and I still got to do seeding and stuff. Speaking of which, what can we plant? It's August. So we can do barley, canola. You know, canola makes good money. And we could get it in today. What's our fields look like anyway? Oh, they definitely need lime. And half of it needs fertilizer. I don't know what the purple means. Mulched. We don't have a mulcher, so I don't know how that got mulched. Stones were good. But because we tilled in that half, we got one thing of fertilizer. You know, the corn's coming. Really want to put a cutoff in here somewhere that we can get into the farm from this way. You know, and the best place to do would probably be to peel this fence out right here. Or back here. But for now, we'll drive around. That cedar. I'm tempted to put canola in. I really am. Oh. Just drop that there. Line is green. No, fertilizer's green. Green for grow. Alright. I guess I did. Lime is white. Don't know why I did that, but I did. Let's go get this field limed up. Get it out of the way. We got sheep to buy yet, got cows to buy yet, got bales. I got a baler to buy yet. So we're gonna do bales. Wow, no, not really. We're going to do straw and stuff and put it in. So I need to buy a forage harvester. Alright, so get you in the field. I want to see how this works. Never used it. So if I activate the worker, I got to hold H. AI worker working with start with up and down. Automatic, he can choose whatever way he wants to go. Number of headlands, should we do 2? No, I think 1 is enough. Okay. H. Let's see what he does here. Again, I've never really played with this new system because, as we know, I didn't really get into FS25 like I did into 22. At first, I just wasn't happy with it. But as time's going here, I've been giving it a shot. And I want to see how the AI workers work compared to the old ones. So it looks like now I've been told that the AI workers work a lot better. You don't have to watch them. But we'll see. Like, I mean, I've not done much with FS25 and how they work. So we'll just see how it goes, or she, or whatever, or whoever's in the tractor. We can always find out. Okay, so I guess we got some young lady working for us. You know, I want to see what kind of job they do. I know it's kind of... Okay, I guess I got some kind of deal from Giants. Again, I've got very little time in 25. I got it. I played it a little bit. I wasn't exactly happy like I was in 22, but I think maybe it was just I was more used to 22 and I needed time away to give 25 a proper chance to actually come up with something for it. Sadly, Stevie's map it ain't cutting it. It's not working, which really sucks. I've just had so many issues with it that I can't justify going in and starting over and over and over again. Some things you can sell now that we couldn't sell before, which is good. He's fixed a lot of things over and over, but every time Giants puts out a update, it seems something's not right. Don't know why. And I've just had to restart on that map way too many times for my liking. This one so far hasn't caused any issues. However, what you see is what we've been playing. You guys are seeing everything we're doing here, so I kind of like the setup they have for the drivers, how you can set all your different stuff for the AI workers. She's holding steady at proper mile an hour. I could bump that up if I wanted to. I think I'm allowed 20, but you know, I didn't get perfectly straight lines when I was plowing. I tried to do it with the AI worker for the straight lines, but didn't quite work for me perfectly. We're pretty good though. We got a decent sized looking field and everything, so I'm happy with it. You know, is it going to get bigger? Probably. Buy that one right behind us, clear those trees out, and we could probably, or buy the ones to the side and just work our way all the way down. This could be one giant field, or maybe two fields. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out in the series. Like again, I've been away from Farming Simulator. I'm just trying to get back into it because it's what started my channel in the beginning. I'd love to just sit there and cut grass and everything and make swaths, pick it all up, you know, feed our cattle, do all that stuff. You know, I've looked into modifying some of the stuff that you can download to make it what I want it to be, and so it, and it's not much different from 22. I had a lot of big cattle barns that were, you know, they'd hold 1,000 cows and stuff. And so we'll look at it. The cattle barn and sheep pen I got here hold 500 each. They're pretty well set up. If I'm not mistaken, they're from Stevie's updates. I use a lot of Stevie's mods. A lot of it comes from Stevie. My modded tractors and stuff. There is some other stuff that I download, like the Colossus packs. Like they're absolutely great. I really enjoy them. They've got tons of options. They've got the unrealistics, the realistics. You know, it's all good. All right. Thank you, Kayla. See our. Okay. So, really, we need to. I don't want to over fertilize the field. Does it show where my. No, that's the international. Multi-fruit. Looks like it's got fertilizer on it. So if we were to sell, if we were to do canola in there today, looks like it's gonna put. It would put. Holy crap! We used a lot of fertilizer. That field wasn't doing so good. Well, might as well fill it up. Come on. What, am I not allowed to fill up? Or do you not sell fertilizer? Where's the, that should just come up for me to buy. Oh. With lime. Yep, start. Fill it up. Might as well fill it. See how much of that it's gonna cost us. Just about 3 grand. Well, is what it is. I guess I have to keep that, till I get used to everything, I'm gonna have to keep that control group up. Or, little table up, I guess. I don't know what else we'll put in here yet, but I imagine we'll get a few things that we need in here. I think that's about it for this tractor for today. So we still need We do need fertilizer in half of this. The problem is if I only do half, yeah, yuck. See, we could go here, here, and here. How much is it? 8,000, 7,000. That's 18. Why does that keep moving? Or is it not? Okay, so this one's 85. This one's 7. So what are we talking? Just about 17,000. 17. Say 20. That's 30. 37. And another 20. It's 57,000. That'd leave us 40. But look at the amount of farmland we'd get. I don't know. I don't know. All right, what do you got? We got deadwood. Deadwood. I don't want deadwood. Can we get rid of deadwood? Okay, I don't want deadwood. Fertilizing. Farmland 46, which is should be close to our own. 47, which is way down at that end. We could do that. I think we should do this $28,000 fertilizing one. We're right here. Hell, the tractor's even warm. We just got to buy it, get fertilizer, and should have lots. We'll go down here and do a fertilizing contract and make some money. Now, before we get to, where is 47? Oh, it's way down there. Okay, so here, cut over and down. Okay. Let's go do a fertilizing contract. We'll get a worker to do it, and we'll do some talking as we're going. I think this is your fertilizer plant down in here. A line, but I find it easier just to oh, where the hell are we here? So second rate. Like down here we got some big farms too, or big fields, so you know like that 47 is a big field. Cool. Hopefully I got enough. Is this the right field? Nope. It's that one. Oh, look at all this extra area, man. Wow. Alright, let's get you in here. Yeah, big field. Holy crap. I didn't expect it to be. I knew it was big, but this is what I mean. Like, I mean, we can make some giant fields to supplement our bigger equipment. So let's try this again. H, AI worker. Do I want to do 1 or 2? I think 1's enough. Work the headlands on. Work direction don't matter. Start with up and down and start. H. See where you go. See where you start. And who do we got with us now? Oh, another young lady out here. Give our tractor the old go for. Like, I mean, it's a nice little map. I mean, it's not small, but it's a standard size map. Oh, luckily fertilizer doesn't go too far. Or doesn't drop too much. Let's make sure it's doing what it's got to do. Yes, it is. Okay. We actually did not too bad on our first video. Like, again, I'm not expecting huge jump backs for viewing and stuff because I have been away for quite a while. I've dropped off the YouTube radar. Those that stayed, again, thank you very much for staying while I was away dealing with being out of work and stuff. I appreciate it. But we did not too bad. We got, 60 some odd views for a first time back into Farming Simulator. Like, I guess that's not too bad. We did hit 450 subscribers, which is great. Lost a bunch, gained some, lost a bunch, gained some. It is how it is. Again, no complaints, nothing but thank yous and appreciation for everyone who's stuck around, everybody who's joining us again. It's just great to be back. I've talked to a few people who are still doing videos and stuff. What do you guys think? Is an hour too long for this? Should I cut back to half-hour units? Like, I notice some of the big guys out there run 35 minutes. Some guys run 20 minutes. Some guys run 40 minutes. Some guys run an hour. I think an hour is about right because, you can fast forward through little bits here and there if you want to because you're getting a little bored with the situation. But I think hour-long videos is respectable because I just because it's an hour on your time, and I know I don't do a ton of editing, that's still at least an hour and a half my time. By the time I get everything set up, get OBS, make sure it's all going good, and making decent videos for you guys. I still play my videos after I've made them, and I gotta watch them again. I like to make sure that there isn't too many mistakes that like if OBS loses my mic or something, I don't want you guys sitting wondering what the hell's going on. Sometimes that's how I realize how loud my game is when I'm back and forth with the mouse, because I know everything's louder when you use the mouse and you take pictures, and it's all good, right? So I do still watch, and oh, you're gonna turn around. So I'm just contemplating what I'm gonna do. I want to get back into some other games. There's, Rust has turned into a pretty staple game for me. I like the game. They've changed some things that don't make me happy, but so be it. I can't tell them what to do. It's their game. I do not like how they've made it where you got to find specific things now to build workshops, but whatever. That's a me issue. Scum I've dropped off. It's it's a game I like. I like to play. I like to watch guys play. I made some great friends and stuff playing that game over on the other Discord with Gary and Salem. Uh, you know, it, it's been I've made some great friends because of the game. I just right now with especially while I was not working and stuff, I didn't have time to play games. To be honest, I didn't have internet that would do the games. I was running off my phone, and I wasn't trying to do that while I was, you know, trying to play a game off my phone. Just didn't work. So I kind of fell out of Scum. I was really hoping Drive Beyond Horizons would have done better. Maybe it would have because I was that was my first video that I started to come back. I got little ones out here and there, like when SnowRunner dropped the main season. I still want to get back into SnowRunner. I just don't know if you guys are going to want to sit and watch an hour of me pulling the same stuff across the maps and everything. Some guys still do really well with it. I think that's more of a game for me. Just if I'm gonna do it as a live stream. Guys can pop in and out, say hello as they want to. Oh, sorry about that. Had to grab a drink of coffee. Getting a little cotton mouth there. Haven't gone too squirrel yet, but you know, there's other games out there. I really like the Ark Survival, the one we did with Vasti and the rest of the guys that were in there that day, Medusa and uh, everybody else. Sorry, I don't remember everybody. That was quite a while ago. That live stream did really well. Um, could it be because of the other guys that are a little more up there than me? Maybe. The fact that everybody came and joined the live stream and showed me how to play the game, I quite enjoyed it. It was interesting for sure. Um, Maybe Ark might come. Conan, I was going to, and then I really started to watch the gameplay by other people, and it just, I didn't get to it. I am going to get back into Space Engineers. I love the building in that game, even if it's just for you guys to watch me build stuff, not necessarily playthroughs, but me just going ham and building this or building that or you know doing stuff just to do it because it's such an amazing building game. City Skylines. I got it gifted to me on Steam, so now I can add a few of the things that are kind of quality of life for that game from the Steam Workshop. So I'll have to get rid of the one I got from Epic and switch over to the Steam one and start over there because now there's new maps and stuff. You can download it without buying DLCs you couldn't get before, at least on Epic. Um, so, that's the thing with two different game platforms. I kind of want to start a new SnowRunner and just to start over in the beginning, doing the first two seasons or your first 2 years before they brought in all the super massive contracts, because those just got, when you got to pull, you know, you got, the biggest trailer you got is 8 and you need 16 or something. It's, and you got to trudge across 2 or 3 maps, one episode doesn't cut it. Like, I mean, one journey can take you an hour, depending on how it goes. If you flip or lose your cargo or something. But using, the GW, the Glitchworks mods, where once you find the truck, you can get his tweak versions. Now, the tweak versions are kind of cool because they're just a little beefed up from what the ones you could get in game from the beginning. So, as you find one, you sell that and you buy the Glitchworks version and build it up from there. I did that. I did start one of those on my own. It got corrupted, but I got halfway through the first map, and I had a blast doing it that way. It wasn't quite the learning curve because I had already done so many hours in SnowRunner. Like, I mean, I got thousands of hours in SnowRunner. I love that game. I played different maps. Gave up on the crafting and everything. Got burned out with that, with how many loads and crafting and blah blah blah. And I went to maps that other people made, and I must have burned through probably 20 different maps, finishing them from start to end, and had a blast with it. So I've got hours and hours and hours in SnowRunner. I absolutely love that game. And sometimes I go in and fart around with it for a bit. But definitely right now, I think Farming Simulator is going to be the basics of the channel while I come back. I tried to get other videos done during this week. It didn't happen. For now, I think it's going to just be a Sunday thing. Maybe I'll move to Sunday, Wednesday. Nice. Okay. Maybe I'll move to a Sunday, Wednesday, get 2 videos a week out. Play on Saturday nights for Sunday morning, and then maybe, just maybe, what the heck happened here? Did we finish it? Yeah, we finished it. So we can go to contracts and we can collect. Look at that, 118 grand. What do we got? We got time for one more. What else we got for fertilizer? Farmland 67. That's way up in the top corner. We can go do that. Yeah, we can go do that. Okay. Let's go do it. Get up there quick. We still got another 15 minutes before this one's got to end. We'll do another contract. That was some money. Because we need to get the... we got other things we still need to buy. We still need a forage harvester. Or not a forage harvester, but a forage pickup. That's got to be done. Where are we? Escape map. 48, 29, 49. Oh, it's way up there. Okay, we got a ways to go. That's alright. Jump down over here. Oh, look at this. There was a spot here. We could have made a farm there. We could have done our own little farm there. Oh well. I love the fact this tractor is still somewhat, like, yeah, it's modded, but 43 Ks, that's still moving. It's not ridiculously fast, like 180, like some of those ones that I had in 22, but hey, it's all right. We're good. This field is weird shaped. Wow. This is a nice map, though. Don't tell me it's this big one. Yeah. Oh, what did I, wrong button. Escape. Okay, that's fine. 67. Okay, that is the one. All right. Let's get into it. Hopefully we don't destroy his field too much. H. AI worker. One headland. Up and down. Hit OK. Did we not accept the contract? Oh, I guess we got to accept it first. H. Because we already set it up, so we'll let him do that. I thought that was a more expensive contract. I guess not. I thought that was a bigger contract. Huh. Oh, we might do 66 as well, but that'll be for the next video. Because I don't think we've got enough time. But we'll see. So, like I said, I think I'll do what I can. Right now, you're going to be stuck with once a week until I can get more settled. And I'll go to twice a week and then eventually to 3 times. But it will be Farm Simulator for the next little while. Just, I don't have, I'll be honest, the way the AI seems to be working, I get in here, hit AI, yap you guys' ears off while this is getting done. Try and think in the background of what I'm going to do in this field, what I'm going to do in this field, and figure it out. It's right now it's making money because we need that. We need to be able to pick up all the swaths and everything off the ground, grass. We got to buy a mower. There's just so much to do. Do I want to do bales? Not really, but there's so many baler mods and everything out there now that make baling super easy. Maybe we'll do bales. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to do the mulching and the rolling and stuff. Just, it's not for me. Uh, we'll see what happens. You know, we got to change it up a little bit. I always leave stones on and I always leave lime and plowing. Those are my 3 I like doing. But we do need to get grass and stuff if we're going to get sheep because that's what the sheep eat. So we're going to have to buy lawn mowing equipment, and that's not cheap. Oh, speaking of that, what's, wrong button. What's in the used equipment? Nothing I can use. And I know there's a couple of used equipment mods out there that give you a ton more in the used every hour and stuff, but I don't know enough about them. Now, where are they? Trailers, trailers, auger wagons, loaders, pickers, spreaders. Like, I mean, we got to get a corn header, forage wagon. What's the cheapest one? 30 grand, or we jump up to 77 grand for that one. Holds just about everything. It is a little tall, this one here, it's got a 6 meter wide so that it picks up everything. You can get the Titan from which we'll probably get, but it's 103 grand. We need to have one. And then I need to buy a trailer and blah 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 blah. There's lots to buy. So we're gonna need to make a bit of money. Where are we at with this field? Well, we're just about done. Yeah, that'll make it just about our hour time. Oh, still need lots of equipment. Our corn, we could always rent and do chaff with the corn. And make it into silage for total mixed ration for the cows. I don't know. We'll see. Now I got that to think about instead of just harvesting the corn and selling it. That's an idea. We'll see. I mean, we got the truck and trailer, so we can pretty much drive anywhere we want to sell our items. Might have to get a flat deck trailer for bales if I decide to make bales. Now, if we're going to do contracts, maybe I should get a baler, because you can get the straw and everything off the contracts after you've done combining. But we can also pick it all up with a forage wagon. And just the one we want is expensive. 103 grand. It's a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. But it holds a lot. And it'll match with our other Colossus equipment. Could I make those things cheaper? Hell yes. And it's a simple F12 and add the money, buy it, and then say I only paid 70,000 or whatever for it, right? Because we got it on sale. But I'd rather find it on sale. Did she finish? Yes, she did. All right, let's go to our contracts. And let's collect from you. Okay. And what all do we got? 66, which is right there. I might as well accept it. We're already up here. And I will do that in the next episode. That's how we'll start. Still early enough in the day. We could probably plant tonight. But with that being said, you guys know what time it is. It's been an hour. Again, if you like what you see, do me a favor. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. Let's try and get me back into the YouTube algorithm slowly, as I'm doing one, maybe two a week. That's how we get back in there. That's how we get me shown and out there again. We are at 450 subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you that subscribes, that likes, that comments, that helps boost the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those that are new here, like I said, help out the channel. Don't be afraid to subscribe. I've got lots of other content on my channel. There's all kinds of things to check out, and there's other stuff coming down the pipeline. With that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys all have a great night. JD out. Peace.